Guys, welcome to my first long video. As you can tell from the title, I am going to be doing a book type of haul. These books have all came from different stores. They came from different places. I've got a couple online books. I've got a couple library books, but without further ado, let's get started with them and I'll tell you where each of them came from. I'm going to start in order of the one I bought first and then on to the last set I just recently bought. And disclaimer, these have not all came within the same month. It's probably the past maybe 2.5 months that I've picked up these books. Okay, so the first books that I ended up buying was at Books A Million. Where I live, we don't have a Barnes nearby, but we do have Books A Million and a couple local bookstores. So I went to Books A Million and I got Little Women and this pretty cover. I own Little Women when I was a little girl, but I can't remember if it was adapted for children in any way or not, but I just wanted this cover and I thought it was pretty. Also, there's little pictures in the book. So, and then it looks like each chapter might start like that. And I like it. I like it when books have pictures. I know I don't need them. I know that I'm not a child, but I love pictures in books. The second book I picked up is actually a continuation on of another book. That is Menwood by Nicola Griffith. It comes after her novel Healed. It is set in 17th century Britain during a war, and it is about, apparently it's based off of the life of a true person who supposedly lived then. And I like books like this, and I don't own the second book. I picked this one up because it was in their clearance section. It was really cheap, so I grabbed it. I don't remember how much it was. It had a sticker on there. I've since peeled it off because, as I said, this has been a little bit. This is the first set of books I've bought. Originally, it was $35 though. That's a lot, but look how massive that book is. But I just wanted it, and I think it sounds interesting because I like books like this. These are interesting to me. So I grabbed that one. The next set of books that I got was from a local bookstore because I just got married and we moved, and there's a local bookstore in the next city that's not too far away. It's actually not a city, it's a town. Sorry. And a first book I picked up was a young adult fantasy, Graceling. It is from the Graceling Realms novel series, and there's more books in the series. And what drew me to it was really the cover. The cover, and I don't know how to get rid of that glare. That cover just reminds me of Disney's cartoon version of Sleeping Beauty. When she's going through the woods and she's singing and she ends up meeting the prince and the birds are flying around and they're pretending to be the prince at first. This is what it reminds me of, like the woods in the background. I don't know why. If you haven't seen it, go see it. That's the best, one of the best cartoons. Not the best, but one of the best. The second book I picked up was Kristen Hanna's Winter Garden. It sounded interesting. I own 2 Kristen Hanna books now, this one and Firefly Lane. I'm going to read Firefly Lane first because I picked it up first, and I haven't read any of them yet, and this one also sounded interesting. The next I got was the same day. I went to Walmart. I was looking for Summer in the City. They did not have it, but I did see another new release. It is Emily Henry's Great Big Beautiful Life. I also own another couple Emily Henry books. One of them is The Beach Read, and then the other one I'm going to talk about in a little bit because I got it in the haul as well. And I've heard a lot of people talk about her writing and how much they love her, so I wanted to try it. I'm not going to start with this one though, because once people started reading this one, I've seen mixed reviews on this one, so I don't think this is the best one for me to start with, although I will be reading it. Then I went to my local library and I got a library card because mine apparently expired, and I picked up 2 library books, so these were free. I picked up The Storied Life of A.J. Vickery. I've actually already started reading this one. I'm 68 pages in, and so far I'm liking it. And then I also picked up Red Rising. I have not started reading this one yet because I'm currently in the middle of 3 books. But I want to read this one as well. I've seen a lot of people talk about this as well and how much they like it. So I wanted to give it a try, and I wanted to give them a try because I wasn't sure. My cat is playing with a bookmark. I wasn't sure if I would like some of these, so I wanted to try them as library books first, and then if I like them and I think I would reread them, I might buy them. He's just a baby. Not really. He just turned 1. I'm sorry, I had to show him. Okay, next set of books I got was from Amazon. I was looking for Summer in the City, so I ordered Summer in the City. And I wanted this because I read Light Lark, and I started reading the second book in Light Lark, and I really, really like Light Lark. Light Lark got me out of a reading slump. So if you haven't read it, I definitely think you should check out her writing, Alex Astor's writing. I really do like it. Now, I mean, I understand it's not the best writing out there, but I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna say that I enjoyed it. And I also pre-ordered Grimm and Oro's book. That don't come out until later this year, but that was in the haul with this Amazon. Like, I bought this book, Grimm and Oro's book, and then another book, and Grimm and Oro, it don't come out until later, but I wanted it as well, so I got that. The next book I got online was Emily Henry's Book Lovers. I'm trying to expand my genres. Mainly I read fantasy and books like set in medieval times, but I wanted to expand it, so I'm trying to, as you can see, I've got a mix of romance, I've got a mix of historical fiction, rising is sci-fi, which I've actually read sci-fi books before, but I just wanted to expand it. The last books in this haul was, we actually drove up to another state over the weekend, a few weekends ago, and actually it was this last weekend. I'm losing track of time. And I picked up 4 books. 2 was for my sister, so I don't have them here. She paid me back for them, so I guess I can't technically say I bought them, which I did, but she paid me back. But they were The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I actually already own that book. I did loan it out to somebody. I am going to get it back. I got the hardcover version. She wanted the, oh my gosh. She wanted the version that matched the sprayed edges. So that's the version I picked up for her. It's paperback. And then I also, I was showing her different books. She was trying to decide between the Remnant Chronicles, because I own those books, or a different set of books. She was like, well, what do you see that looks nice? And I seen a cover. I know I base books off of covers a lot. The House of Marion, I think. I'm saying it wrong. But it's by J.L., I'm pretty sure. The author, like J. Dot, like that's her first name, and then her last name is E-L-L-E, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check. I'll put it in the comments if I'm wrong with her name. But that sounded interesting, and I showed her, and she was like, ooh, that does sound interesting. So I picked that one up as well. But for myself, now this is the books I'm going to show. I was looking for this book at the independent bookstore. I went to my local bookstore, and they didn't have it. I wanted The Bridge Kingdom. So I picked that one up because I've been seeing a lot of people read it lately. And I know it's not her newest book. When was it wrote? Oh, 2018. Okay. But they've redid the covers, and I think the covers just look really nice. There's a lot of books in this series, and it looks like the main character might change, or maybe they just changed the character on the cover, because if you look at the covers, the person on the cover changes. But I still think it's interesting, and I want to read the first book in the series, and if I like it, I'll get the next ones. The next one I picked up, I'm bad for this. I'll just pick up fantasy that I've never heard of, and if it looks interesting, if it sounds interesting, I'm gonna grab it. And I guess it's not a bad thing, but I'm one of those people, I don't have to pick up the books everybody else is talking about. Like, I know it sounds like here I am, but I'm also trying to expand my taste, so I'm picking out books that other people say is good. But some of these, I'll just pick up books that I've never heard of somebody else talk about, just because my reading taste is fantasy. And that one is The Darkness Before Them by Matthew Ward. This one just sounded really, really interesting. And I'm going to read the back of this one since I don't see anybody talking about this one. And most of these over here have been talked about before. So this is, oh, hello. Hello. Oh, okay. From one, he wants to play. Yeah, just a baby. From one of the most exciting new storytellers in epic fantasy comes a spectacular tale of magic, mortality, and a kingdom facing the ultimate enemy from outside and within. My favorite fantasy genre is epic fantasy. I really like it when it's really, really high fantasy. Like, I'll read things like Caraval. I've read the first 2 Caravals. I'll read I'm trying to think of some other ones I've read that's not considered, I'm pretty sure, because that one's I'm pretty sure is like more magical fantasy. It's not too high, it's not too hard to understand. In my opinion, it's not anyway. If you read it and you were like, oh my gosh, this is hard to understand, then okay, maybe I've just read more fantasy. But I don't know, that's just my taste. I just really like the fantasy that makes my brain think. But this one says, these are dark times for the kingdom of Khalad. As the magical mists of the veil devour the land, the populace struggles beneath the rule of ruthless noble houses and their uncaring immortal king. Kate doesn't care about any of that. A talented thief, she's pursuing one big score that will settle the debt that destroyed her family. No easy feat in a realm where indentured spirits hold vigil over every vault and treasure room. However, Kate has a unique gift. She can speak to those spirits, even command them. She'll need every advantage she can get. Kate's not a hero. She just wants to be free, to have her old life back. But as the rebellion rekindles and the war for Khaled's future begins, everyone, Kate included, will have to pick a side. And I just thought it sounded really interesting. I thought it looked nice as well. I just really like fantasy, and I'm going to do a book tour one day, not really a library tour because I don't really have a library, but a book tour of all the books I own, and you'll see that most of the books I own is fantasy. Okay, so the last 2 books I'm going to talk about is just the books I'm currently reading. I'm actually reading 3 books. I'm reading The Storied Life of A.J. Figgery. I'm also reading 2 fantasy books. I'm reading the last book in the Caraval series finale because I actually DNF'd this because I just did not like it. And now I'm rereading it because my sister read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series and she said it's really good. But I'm that type of person that I want to read the books that come before it. Even though like they say you don't have to read Caraval first. Since I started Caraval, I wanted to finish it. So I'm reading finale. I'm more than 50% through. I'm on page 286, chapter 38. Also, I picked this up when we were at Barnes. My husband pointed it out. It is Pride and Prejudice. That's my comfort movie. My favorite movies is The Lord of the Rings, but Pride and Prejudice is my comfort movie. But yeah, I'm going to do a video where I'm talking about the books I've read later, and then I'll give you my thoughts on all the books that I've read so far. I'm not putting that in the haul pal. Okay, the second book that I am currently reading is Fear the Flames. I've read this book. I think I started this in February. I've just been reading it so slowly. I'm reading in the back of things because honestly, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm just not enjoying this or what, but I also did get married in April, so that might have had something to do with it. I am finally more than 50% of the way through. I'm on chapter 30, page 208. So when I finish this, I'll also let you know how I think about it. I believe I'm going to be able to finish this finale and the Storied Life of A.J. Figgery and maybe some more before May is through. And I'm trying to fix this if you wonder what I'm doing. The cat was playing. This is the bookmark he was playing with. Also, I didn't buy this recently, but I just want to show you because it's cute. And I think it matches the Fear of the Flames. And now I've got to fix those little tassels on there because he was playing with them. But I will give you guys, when I finish these books, I will give you an update on what I thought about them. And again, just because I may not like a book or I do like a book doesn't mean that you will. I've read lots of books that the people I see on the internet either do love or they don't love. Like some people, I've seen a lot of people, I'll save that for later because I'm going to review some more books. But there's just been a couple books that I have enjoyed that others haven't, and then there's been books that I did not enjoy that others did. So, that was my book video. Thank you for watching, and here is all my books. See you next time. Bye!